Gotta happen, right? We up. We up. What? Alexander! What do you want to watch? Your fetishes or whatever. You can't drink it, it's distilled. At least that's what they profess, claim. There you go. I know you want to play on this too, right? There you go, Papa. Remember, it's hot. Okay? It's hot. I'm not going to post everything over. I need to go ahead and put these up. Where they need to be at? Well, no, I'm reading them. Don't look at.
Damn, I got some big books. Everybody's table more than this. The rest of this crap line wants to hang on for some reason. Okay. Let me see if I can pull them up. So I can find this page. Let's get going. His name is Bijan Andres. There he is. Is that it? Los Angeles. It's not Angeles. It's okay. Got it. He does. Okay. Wonderful man.
the spot? Is that the spot? Is that the spot? Is that the spot? That is hot. That steam coming up. Yeah. What game you playing? what game are you playing? That's not good. Let me open the window. Let's get the window. Come on. Want to open the window? Want to open the window? Want to open the window? Right there. You want to play? Want to open the window? Yep. There you go. I know you want to look. Just don't grab the friggin' cord, man. You're tearing it up. Worse than a dog. They don't know. See the kids out there playing. Go see the kids playing. Why you right in front of me? That's freaky, man. Your eyes open. What are you doing? Ooh, the kids, the kids. Come get me. What up? I'm not doing a laser thing, man. Just relax. Chill, bro. Chill. Alright? I'm about to talk about imminent doom, and you got me laughing, bro. Let me finish my blueberry chocolate canejo. Oh. Hey, Papa. Go up in the window. Right to the window. Okay. No apologies for taking this long. I don't plan on being on this long anyway. I'm going to read tomorrow morning. I need to do some yoga and contemplate some things. But I followed this guy for about 3 years. His name is Bjorn Andres Bo Hansen. He's from Sweden. And I had got a notification on TikTok, which I don't watch unless it's like Snoo or Brother in Chicago, Wild Indian, and a couple others, Fear None, and a couple others. That's it. And then I'll see what they posted, and that's about it. Share a little love and keep it moving. And, well, share their stuff as well.
Earth Speaks until he started attempted to talk to me about some Bitcoin shit and all that. No, bro, I'm not here for the bag. This guy is not unaware of my prowess or my history. It means he didn't pay attention to anything that I said, so it's a two-way street. Egos are easy to crush. Yet, I got a notification, so I decided to go to YouTube and see what it was that because I know he does it on his platforms. He uploads it to all his platforms. And it was profound. It was absolutely profound because he says what he is noticing. And he power, he's very strong, but you wouldn't think it if you saw him. You would think he was big and fat, yet he's a hiker and avid outdoorsman, and like the Wim Hof likes to be, the cold like I myself. Yet he says what he is noticing, all the actual indigenous people, meaning people like you and me, are being killed off. Okay? I'm just saying. And it's mind-boggling. And I sit there, so you could pull him up, and his name is Bijan. He's been on a number of people's platforms. I would love to have him speak on mine. I haven't reached out to him, but his name is Bijan Andres Bo Hansen, and that's a Bijan, as in the old, almost like the jeans, BJORN. All right, Andres and ANDREAS, Bull space, but not space, like connecting on, Hansen. Okay, from Sweden. Okay, so if you would like to have a look at it yourself, Hansen via Holden han Fobda sig till Dominican. What the fuck am I talking about? Just go and check his platform, see what he's talking about. Now, I assume that because he talked about who were the original people, you got to see it for yourself, okay? And then go back and look at some of the things. He is very analytical. He is very cathedral in a way, not so much cathartic, but cathedral, if you know what I mean. Very expressive. To me, omnipotent. That means he's very prolific in how he views the world. Somebody who's made his respite with the life he's existed in. And I need more of our people to be comfortable. It's not a division. When I say our people, I know y'all thinking about like us orthogonous. Of course, I mean that. Yet, all people. Right now, they want to trump up because you know what the fake government want. They want to trump up because the threats are going more and more towards Iran. Now, there are a number of facto movements and individuals from overseas who have come here who are ex-military, and they are stating things. They are letting people know that these governments are frauds. They're in each other's pockets. They don't sleep. They want war, war, war. And there are a lot of veterans all around the world. We're not talking about the meaningless puppets who don't want to see that because they know what the outcome, or they believe or think what the outcome can be. So there's somebody posted a video of an Iranian. Well, I've got some of ex-cartel members, and I've got some of ex-Palestinians who worked for the Mossad. Not the ones who are practical participant in the destruction. All right, you got to remember, grooming is and MK Ultra is a real thing. So yesterday you saw what was Project Bluebeam. So when they're going that far and they're allowing certain vehicles of theirs to fly, as well as those that are imaginary, because you can't imagine how big this holographic. Any of y'all ever looked at Japan and Korea? These holographic thing signs that reach out to you. Their sciences behind it are beyond your scope of PS5 or whatever new platform they have, or the big put it on like I have upstairs, VR stuff. They're what they've created or weaponized, however they choose to use it, is 100 years ahead of any game that you can go and find today. They fool people with GPS. There's no global positioning satellite. There's ground positioning, synchronization. And yet you will have the idiots or incumbents, those who are pursuant to the level of hypocrisy and idiosyncrasies, who will come and challenge and speak all like Neil deGrasse's punk ass and Bill Nye, the science guy, who once was a true advocate of the earth being flat and everything else until he went disappearing for I forget how many years, and then he came back. He looked washed, and literally he would argue and throw a hissy fit when discussing these things. Why am I saying this, right? Ignorance, lack of knowledge or information. So therefore, it's not a bad word. And if you lack what we think is true, we already went through there, right? That you lack the knowing of, you are stifled in the stagnant reality that they've created of misinformation and everything else, that because we've all been groomed in it, I have to include myself, okay? Regardless of what I broke free of or what I've accepted, most people continue to run with it. I shared this with a Navajo today, and about 20 other individuals. I went to the post office to see if I had any of my goods. It's probably going to be put in there after 4 o'clock. I heard them in the back offloading trucks, and UPS pulled in. Anyway, I want y'all right now to put PRETEND, pretend Indians, INDIANS. Now, I did this. Pearl got pissed off. I did this 6 years ago. Now, I went and searched the Google and to see if anybody had done it. Nobody had done it. The majority of you didn't even know you were Indian. 6 to 8 to 12 years ago. You none of it. Don't even give me that. Oh, I knew. Shut up. You got your ass beat arguing at school about who you was. If you ain't had that happen, I don't want to hear it. Did you get smacked around by certain family members because they were fearful because you were the firstborn up north and they came from down south and got to witness things? Grandpappies killing pale skins, coming to steal the children away and everything. Did you witness that because of the land we owned and we don't really own nothing? I just really want to know. If not, please just listen, because people have a hard time sitting there listening because they think they know everything based upon the structure of belief. So did you put in pretend Indians? Now hit images. I know people are going to be like, nigga, what? Hold on. All right. I want to make sure. I've got so many Latin project. Okay. So when you put in pretend Indians, that's what the fuck pops up. And some of them look familiar, right? Mm-hmm. They on reservations. Some of them, some are fakes. We know Cody, what you call it, Cody Brown Eyes, whatever the fuck you want to call him. You know, stop the smoky, Smokey the Bear, and stop polluting the earth and all that. And there's some of them that part of tribes that are still speaking for people right now. Even fake Indians like Sawboxy, right here. This is a pretend Indian, a fake Indian. Or Sicilian. And Romanian. Like Charles Bronson. Slavic, right? There are so many. Now they say these are pretend Indians, but if you click on those pictures, you scroll down, you'll see more. No, these are Mardi Gras Indians. These are not pretend. Let's pretend to be them is a statement in there. And you should know this. Why is this important? Because the hypocrisy of the world we live in, and the reason why I'm saying what you saw on the thumbnail, is because we have way too many pale skins, too many Negroes. I heard that there are some of these Kappa and Delta and Phi and whatever and all of them who somewhere in their secrecy have been promised that they will be part of the ruling elite over those individuals who they betray. Remember what part I'm reading in a certain book um, Nos Confoundum, Claudio Nasilli, about how certain people get to be rewarded for betraying their people. Well, there's a lot of them. They get to have all the men's booties and everything else. Fleece, what? Fleece, booty bandit. Anyway, Fleece Johnson. Because there are so many pale skins who've gotten to some world fake ass professions that are nothing but more than chaos because of the chaos created by the damn government they represent, as in police and fire department, EMT and everything else, and the goofy dumb racists, and that's not in the marginal line. And they will ignore because of their ignorance, even when being able to see it. Now, I think there are verses in the Bible that acquiesce that they will turn a blind eye upon it with ignorance, and they will not listen when a hand is being held out to guide them. We always holding our hands out, the ones of us that are not creating the problems and everything, who was able to remove ourselves from it, saying, come, let's be brothers and sisters. And those idiots, because of their lack of, or maybe something was in there, whoop, 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 when they came into this world, that would lock them off from acquiescing love and response and responsible. We know there's plenty that have changed, and that's not enough. The entire world, and there's many around it that know. And when they say America, the great experiment, that's exactly what it is. Does it mean everything else? No. Look it up. Why haven't heard nobody talk about that? So a lot of these Pelskins running around on ancestral soil are pretty stupid. They don't know shit, except for what they've been given. They believe that they aren't where they at. If you would have put them in our position and us in theirs, we would have made a place that looked like something out of the Jetsons. Guaranteed. We would have been consumed with keeping them down and being negative and you dumb cracker, you blah, 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 to which they call themselves in the early 1920s still, in 30s. Even the late 1800s, 90s. Because that's what their own people called them when they were subjugated. Look it up. How could this all be fixed? When dumbass pale skins, not all of them, stop being stupid, certain women stop marrying melanated men because they want to destroy them. Oh yeah, they don't mind throwing a poonanny when they've been groomed to do it on a brown or copper colored ebony popsicle stick, and then destroy them. Oh, there are those that are groomed. I don't think you know what that is. Female spies and so on and so on, even to the lower echelon. And then there are melanated people who are just as sick. I don't say this with hate, nor with contempt. I listen to a bunch of Negroes talk about Cat Williams, and he hasn't changed one bit. Everybody believed that he permed his hair. I can go right now to where I used to get my hair cut when I came here, and she's got hot combs, and she has this oil that I asked her to buy if I want to, and she can make my hair look silky straight, and wouldn't be a perm or chemical or anything. I can let it grow out, go to her, pay her the $75, walk about there with hair flowing, long, you know what I'm saying? No, for real. I had to do it. And she did it for like 3 months. And everybody was like, you got perm in your head? No, this is my hair. It's not perm. Wind blows flowing over that way. Something on our ways. It's mind-boggling how you got, let your soul grow. You know what I'm saying? And Jerry Curls and Mom 60, Easy-E and all that with the perm. No. And Detroit, and Chicago, New York, New Jersey, everybody was perming, conking. Cincinnati, you know what I'm saying? St. Louis, Mississippi, all up and down the bike. Everybody was conking back in the 70s, 80s, and 60s. Hell, back to the 40s and 50s, ain't that right? But not all. See, we deal with this consortium of ignorance that is beyond the scope of reality. And there's only one way to correct it. Everybody actually start having love for one another and stop adhering to these bastards and fight back for real. But no, you won't get that because you have people who have this certain place where they have, I've got 3 homes and I've got an avion of motor vehicles, or no, I have these children who are in specific colleges to further be dumbed down and be part of the inherent obsession of the stupidity of the world we live in. That's an obsession. It is. When you've been grown that way, you accept it and it becomes a responsibility that's not a responsibility, but you act upon it because you know nothing else, so therefore, ergo, you are ignorant. I can hear some sisters now. That means you just want to sleep with. I know some pale skinned girls who are more melanated and nigger than you. Yeah, I sure do. And I don't want none of that. No, not at all. Never. Been there, done that, had that. Is no. Never. No. And that was because of high school. Only one. Gina Pantusa. Yep. I was the only one. Back then, she was the little thick little thing running around. I was like with Spence, and he was with Nona, and I was like drunk and high all the time, and I was like selling some good ass weed. She wanted to do the gawk, and we had a good time, and blah 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 blah. Hit her ass, and the police came up there, thought I was a pale skin. Some of y'all know me in high school. I was so damn yellow. But anyway, we was up there in Nishuane Park, busting that out by the baseball field up in the mountains. Somebody, I guess, could hear her doing her thing, and the police come up, young guys. I knew two of them. Oh, dang, because they know the family. Oh, come on, guys. Look, man, I got to finish up. And went on our way back to the party. I don't have no secrets. That's only one. And Italian. So yeah, But as far as history, as far as what's going on, it is happening because of people, betrayers like Umar, Sanetta, Gab, that homosexual, and to his own choice, married or whatever, I don't care. Somebody would say he's just effeminate. Oh, so what, you've been in his bed, huh? And a plethora of others. You still have people who are having a sexual identity crisis committing suicide. Some who have got the sex change. And they gotta what do you call that? They gotta dilate. And it's driving them mad. Even the drugs that are being administered to them. This fake government don't give a damn. You see the new police, some of these new police officers, they're broken. They won't read the Constitution to save their life. They're being told something different. You know how things happen in sacred. Now, if people was to get their heads about their butts, because none of them are going to get what they were promised. How could we fix it? Actual giving a fucking love. Seriously. Putting all away the discriminatory acts created by them. It's funny how they get to sit up on a high horse after doing all this. And people talk as if they're something. Look at that goofy bitch Janine Pierre or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Betrays the Haiti people and all melanated people. She is worthless, a vacuum of. She's willing to give her body over to that which nobody knows exists. Did y'all look at Pretend Indians? Now go to some of you who have the other platforms. Go and look at those and see what other pictures you pull up. It's crazy. Excuse me. So again, there are many. There are so many. Now, they also have on here, now this is a kind of a slap in your face. How Pretend Indians undermine the rights of the indigenous people, right? Now, this individual, Weekend Beauty, Princess Pale Moon, Um, no, I don't want to subscribe to shit. How pretend Indians undermine the rights of indigenous people. We must guard against harmful public discourse about native identity as much as we guard against harmful policies. First of all, they don't use the word properly because it was given to them in boarding schools when they brought them here in the 1800s and taught them something different to make them somebody else, other than the damn people they were close to the Caucasus, who are goddamn Mongolians. They didn't find their way here. They weren't great seafarers. They weren't nothing. They were part of the one world, but they were not part of this once the original ones were conquered. The day before Senator Elizabeth Warren D. Massachusetts released the results of her DNA test last fall, the Los Angeles Times revealed, now this is out of 2019, okay? Okay? This by Rebecca Negley, okay? Perspective. False claims of Cherokee heritage, which seems like a lot of pale skins want to be Cherokee, but they want to be us. Anyway, William Wages, the brother-in-law of House Minority Leader Rep. Kevin McCarthy, Republican of California, received $7.6 million in no-bid federal contracts by claiming to be Cherokee. But as the Times reported, Wages has no document. They had no problem giving to it because the government knew he wasn't Cherokee. It's to keep you down. Has no documented Cherokee ancestry, and other than an uncorroborated, tell of a Cherokee great-great-grandma, is white. Pale skin. Anyway, normally racial identity theft, take the example of Rachel Dolezal, or whatever her name was, the pale skinned woman who claimed she was transracial and therefore a black woman. She actually is a black woman. And she does have some Negroid goddamn bloodline in her. Anyway, regardless of that, it's not socially acceptable. But native identity seems an odd exception to this societal rule and is exploited by pretend Indians or people pretending or claiming to be native. Pretend Indians perpetrate the myth that native identity is determined by the individual, not the tribe or community, directly undermining tribal sovereignty and native self-determination when most tribes are false. Took over the people who were told to become Negro or African. So that's another whole dynamic, and there's a big articles on that. Directly undermining tribal sovereignty and native self-determination. We they try to say there was a civil rights after 1876, right? Go and look at that one and see who it's for. The civil rights for our people by Mr. Martin Luther King himself. And in order for them to have a meeting with President then LBJ, you had to be a nation. And it is well known, and though they want to in ignorance ignore it, that civil rights act that everybody's utilizing foreigners and pale skins more than our people because of this fraudulent ass Zionist puppet punk fake ass Jew government. You know, when it's the tops to the fakes, everybody else has got to be a fake. You see what I'm saying? And when the real ones got to walk around, the true, you know what I'm saying? The true Lemurians, the true, I'm not going to get into it. We're reading, and you know where I'm leaning to. Okay? Supposed to be undergirded and undermined. Directly undermining tribal sovereignty and native self-determination to protect the rights of indigenous people, pretend Indians like Wages and Warren must be challenged, and the retelling of their false narratives must be stopped. Senator Warren's presidential bid and the Wages now blah, 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 as you know. Anyway, so some leaders in Indian country, too, have argued that the growing number of white people claiming distant, not undocumented Cherokee ancestors should be counted as allies, not enemies. Bullshit. Princess Pale Moon's 1977 album cover, Pale Moon claimed to be Cherokee and Ojibwa, though she was not an enrolled tribal member. She doesn't have to fucking be, because if anybody was to look at the damn Cherokee land grabs, and if they was to go back and actually pick up the historical records held by these fake-ass Mormon fucks, they would actually know. But because they're lazy, slothful, ignorant, they choose not to. Pale people playing Indian is as old as angry Bostonians storming British ships dressed as Mohawks during the 1773 Boston Tea Party. They didn't paint their skin brown or whatever. They took charcoal and painted their faces black, motherfuckers. But since the dawn of New Ageism in the 1970s, Melungeons, they tried this new thing. Did y'all read it? White and black and Indian. No, it was just pale skins of European descent and Negroid. That was it. Those were the Indians. Look it up. Dawn of New Ageism in the 1970s. Its popularity has grown rapidly. On the last U.S. Census, twice as many people claimed to be Cherokee than the number of people enrolled in the 3 federally recognized Cherokee tribes. Federally recognized? And who is the federal government but a lie of themselves, a concoction, a consortium to keep the original Judean people? Yes, that's right. And then you got these Hebrews, and I wish one of them would come in my face talking that smackaroni. Anyway, people enrolled in the 3 federal bloodlines might be there, but it's not. In order to have a new world order, you must change the old order. These motherfuckers are running around in this new order, and they don't even know it because of ignorance and hate that's consummated by an irrational behavior taught to them, groomed in them. While there are those of us who actually know. Some people say, well, you kind of look. Look, nigga, I'm 1,000% more native than any native motherfucking American running around. I'm more indigenous and autochthonous than any of them claiming and professing. Not only am I a historian, I'm a fluent. I've read tens upon tens of thousands of books, traveled all over the fucking earth, and everybody else know who we is, but these motherfuckers. And when people come here, you got to remember who it is that is coming here. Today, the Creek or Negroid people, it's in all the damn records of history, even by way of the funky fake-ass Vatican. Cherokee heritage can be found in the halls of National Arts Museum, founding feminist organizations for women. Go to England. Go to this. They got this motherfucking world history thing. You go and say, hey, I want to see who's the American Indian. They got a book. You go in there and it's niggas. And it's hidden in the back when it used to be in the front. Take your ass to Greece. Sicily. Fucking Palermo, Italy. It's niggas. But motherfuckers here because it's a big game. Because of the ignorance and the grand experiment here. Yes, Native Americans, you're a fucking experiment. Like so many other motherfuckers. That's why they had to have the education system. Want me to read all that again? Oh, that's right. You didn't know nothing about it. Oh, you saw a pale skin reading something to you based on the fact of her doing some quasi research, but following on somebody else based on George Orwell, Mark Twain, a plethora of others, even Karl Marx's cousin. But see, nobody wants to have that conversation because they don't fucking know. I wish one of them motherfuckers would come at me talking that Bible shit. Islam and all that. I have more respect for Muslims, not the homosexual child pedophile and those motherfuckers. How come they ain't hanging off a bridge? I don't advocate violence, excuse me. But I'm just saying, in lieu of the people who are being murdered, I mean, in Iran, if you're gay, they hang you on goddamn cat machines but if you transsexual, if you go and get your wimpy cut off and put you some fake boobies in, hey, mama, make that make sense. When I say, if we can move beyond all this, I don't care if you want to change. When love comes back, then we start growing the food, tilling the soil, making sure everybody has a trade and a craft, and fuck the education system. Then we can really get down to the grit and stop all the ancestral. Nobody would be dying and leaving. The numbers would be right all the way around for those who are into the false mathematics of things. But because their insatiable appetite for their hypocrisy and their ignorance, again, this is where everybody's at. And the enemy, it's a very fucking small number. I'm not talking about the ones that are controlling them. Okay? It could change. These motherfucking children wouldn't be going to fight a war because some goofy fucking Zionist or fucktard over top of them sitting there going, I'm the general, I'm the sergeant, I'm the chief petty officer, I'm the first class of time of this team, we're going in because they're fucking monkeys who don't know no better. When the youth morally subjugated, if they know that, the UCMJ, when it's not a good order, that's why a lot of their asses are getting fragged. And these goddamn West Points and all these groomed, stupid motherfuckers. I don't say that with hate. They made us a bunch of stupid motherfuckers in school, didn't they? How about when a person comes up and you say, yo, I'm a nurse? You know, a cop who don't know the first thing, I was PJ. Okay, so you're fluent in charcoal, not healthy charcoal. Remember, there's different types of charcoal, but petroleum-based medicine. Okay, yeah, you really know how to heal a motherfucker, don't you? You know how to keep you alive to get you to the doctor. Oh yeah, the biggest cereal in the world. Okay, yeah. I'm just saying. Mm. That gets thick. That's my dinner. Supper, excuse me. Well, actually, yeah, one and the same. You can read all that. Now, you got to remember now, she's actually probably one of the true Ojibwa people. Historically correct. Okay. I didn't make this shit. And then there are other books, a plethora of them. And y'all know I've got 15 books right here on the actual autochthonous or indigenous people. And it's no Mongol. There's no Mongolian in none of those. Even by Jack D. fucking Forbes. Any of you ever saw the real painting? Not the whitewash one? Ain't nothing but niggas. Excellent fucking book. Yeah, I done read it twice. Yeah, let me pull this up. Huh. If this motherfucking man tells you a lot of Negroes are actually Cherokee and motherfucking Pony and goddamn Black Hawk, Mohawk, whatever the fuck, right? Who are the Pequot and the Mi'kmaq? Niggas. They ain't no Mongolians. So if that's the fucking case, Moby fucking Dick. If Abe Lincoln wasn't this motherfucker named Stephens, but he was the goddamn, and you didn't watch Holiday Inn with motherfucking Big Crosby and there's other books and his friend, his father, giving a description with his mother. What the fuck is wrong with the world? Because the curriculum tells you otherwise. And it would never allude to the facts of history. And the majority of nobody ever went to Library of Congress until those a few of us who struck out on our own when we were in our fucking teens and 20s, well, 20s for me, and said, I want to go and look and see what the fuck I've been hearing about this Library of Congress, you know? And I'm sitting up in there going through shit. Where's the books on American Indian? Oh, that motherfucking woman looked at me like I was crazy. Well, you got to give me ID. You got to take this card. You got to... What the fuck? Second floor. Okay. Man, I'm seeing nothing but us. How come that ain't in the goddamn school system curriculum? Isn't the history of whitewashing a real thing? Anybody ever study that? In its origin? Who started it? Again, Native Americans, if you got a problem with the fuck I'm saying, do the fucking research, then come back and run your fucking mouth. I don't care what you was raised in and nurtured in. I had that when I lived on the reservation. I was accepted. Well, they couldn't deny me. I fucking got a plethora of goddamn documents and information from my family. Even when family members still ugly and stupid because of the education system and denying because it's easy to fuck a sponge up. Are y'all aware that freedmen doesn't mean that they were once a slave? That means they were always fucking freed. But in order to stay, not POWs and everything else, they had to accept being black or Negro. Let's document it, you dumb fucks. Anyway, you have these fraudulent pale skins and Mongols playing Cherokee. You can pull up the video where he actually sitting there. It might be on TikTok saying, yes, there are many black folks who are indigenous. He's literally saying it. But then when you go to, don't depend on fucking fake Jew-ass Google, okay? Go and find the fucking video. I'm not going to sit here and pull it up and play it. Go and some of you already seen the goddamn video. But all it seems like they wanted to pull him down for what he said. I always tell people you come to me with the African American shit. I don't advocate violence, but you're going to need denture work. I hope you have a good orthodontist. You asked for it. And that's not off of feelings or emotions. That's off your steeping, loathing, low, primordial fucking Neanderthal aptitude for stupidity and not longevity. It's not my problem. My mom's side, real fucking Cherokee. And the Hiwia. None of them ever said that. And when I was down there saying that in the Carolinas, what does that word mean? I was like, that's what I thought. And then my father, 100% Chickasaw. Yeah, Chinese married. And there's nothing they could do about what was going on over this side of the town. And they were dark. Darker than the motherfuckers you see now. Hate. No, I'm not speaking hate. I would like to see motherfuckers learn the truth, but that ain't gonna happen until motherfuckers start loving one another and start exposing these world governments for the fucking lies they are. That fake world they're involved in and live in, the perversions of it. You know, you look at how long it took them to free up Epstein's list. That's because they've changed so much on it. You see the motherfucker who was in charge of that? Pay attention to details, people. Fuck Epstein's list. All them motherfuckers are colluders. Every one of them motherfuckers are no good. But yet, y'all all sit here on a fake high horse as if it's meaningful. No, we love one another, but it doesn't mean that we have to loathe and hold on to the absurd, abhorrent pieces of excrement running around in the world they run around in. I don't know how y'all continue to move in it. Trying to get my baby girl here still holding on to something. Look, man, y'all don't get it. But see, when it happens, it's going to be too fucking late. And it might be. Because they keep trumping up, but you motherfuckers don't make no move. But sit right the fuck where you're at stoically. I'm done. I'm going to be on early in the morning to read. I'm fucking done. We're at 58 minutes. I'm going to go over an hour. Fuck, I can beat the dead horse in the head for about 5 hours. Yeah, Original Lone Wolf, we're going to do it tomorrow, too. I'm reading in the morning. I'm going to set up the goddamn... I want him to talk about some of these laws. He's very good. He's got the information. He does it. Chat, he hasn't done it for a while. He's been working and stuff. Yet, I'm going to let him, give him about an hour, 2 hours, and there's some questions. Let him go in there and break things down. But I had to converse with him. I need to talk with him for about a little while, and I'll let y'all know. Oh, fucking if your notifications are on, because they're really fumbling with that now. And you'll see me create the stream and put it up there. Okay? Yeah, even though I got a couple of tomahawks, I'm giving it to my neighbors. I'm really done with eating meat. Ever since I realized I don't want to eat pizzas ever again, and that's hard. I had a cousin reach out going, Red, you serious? Bro, I'm not eating that shit. If it ain't made by Papa Tony, the people I knew from back in the 70s, I ain't eating none of this shit. And what the fuck that shit is? Twice I had pizza, and it didn't taste like nothing I remembered from my youth, to which we're actually still part of youth. But okay? And shut your names off and get the fuck out of here. Hey, here's a lone wolf. I'm gonna hit you up in a little bit, bro. I want to know the people they didn't name. Exactly. Well, I don't give a fuck, but I hear you, brother. Delusions of humanity. What's up, beloved? Ganja. Lloyd Carter. Ha whatever that she. Devin the Moore. There's a lone wolf. Oh, I'm gonna hit everybody out. Max V. Oh, yeah, I hope it was good enough, brother. Like, you had to put the Yoda one, man. Scott. What's going on? What's going on? T. Hines. Man, y'all keep smiling on my face. Trauma Hawk. What's going on? I'm going to hit everybody with the same. Herbo. Anyway, I appreciate it, beloveds. You already know, all right? Yeah, man. We ain't got a long way to go. We're sitting in the mix of it all. So we're right there. We've got choices to make. Now you understand when I say choices, I hope. The last day or two, I said, you know what? I'm going to lay something a little heavy and see if everybody can run with it. When I say heavy, it's like the whole 70, black exploitation bullshit. Look, man, I don't want to give you no job time tricky stuff. I want to lay it on you a little heavy, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Back when they used tomahawks, real palooza puffs. Yeah. Appreciate you guys all coming in. Share this. And hey, Hombre French, what's going on, beloved? What's cracking? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down, and in the morning, it's gonna be kind of early. So don't go out there drinking this poison and getting fucking stupid. Have your wits about you, brothers and sisters, and be ready. You get to read on. It's gonna be a good long read because, like I said, I'm gonna set up this podcast. I'm gonna hit you up in about an hour. All right, original. All right, Lone Wolf, and just hash a little bit, chop it real quick. Hit that 100 or heart or something on the side of your, what you call it, too. It helps the algorithm, brothers and sisters. I appreciate the likes. It's more meaningful to me what I'm doing. I really wanted to have that. I know that I'm over 3,500, but they're doing their thing in their ignorance. It is what it is. All right? Love you, brothers and sisters. All right? Chat with y'all a little later in the AM.